everybody. How are you guys doing? Welcome to another Mojo challenge. So on this episode, I am going to create probably a collage of some sort. So the card I got last time, if you don't remember, the quote is, "Until one has loved an animal, a part of one's soul remains unawakened," by Anatole France. So it's basically, what animal do you admire or feel drawn to? Why? Write down 5 things you love about this being. Imagine yourself having those qualities. Let your next creative piece be inspired by this. You may include pictures of that animal in your own self-portrait. Don't know about the self-portrait part, but so I was thinking, and most of you are probably thinking, she's going to do dogs, because I have 3 Boston Terriers and I adore dogs and they're my fur babies because, I have grown children and all. But there's another animal that I didn't realize that I was drawn to for a long, long time, and that is the elephant. And I know a lot of you guys probably adore the elephant. Well, early in my art career, I started out doing more digital than actual traditional art, and I created, and these are for sale on my Etsy shop, these cutie critters. And this is Ellie the elephant with her little wormy friend or caterpillar friend. And I, really enjoyed making Ellie. And then I created a sticker. And then when I got into junk journaling, of course, I had to do a little mini junk journal of Ellie. So this isn't for sale on my Etsy shop, but if you are interested, just let me know. But yeah, so I also, while I was still in the throngs of creating digital stuff, I created this little kind of picture. I don't know what you call it. What do you call those? An illustration. Because I like to draw flowers. And since I'm filming on my iPad, I would have shown you some more stuff of elephants that I've done. But today, I'm not going to do digital. I'm not going to draw any more elephants digitally. I found this beautiful picture. The credit goes to David Yarrow. He took this photo. And of course, I'm just going to use it in my journal here. But isn't that a gorgeous picture of those elephants, a herd of elephants? And this picture moved me for many, many reasons. And maybe some of you guys know some attributes of elephants, but there was a particular attribute that I didn't realize about them. Of course, allegedly they're the largest mammal. They have thick skin, and obviously they congregate in herds. But the interesting part that I really kind of like, wow. So the females are the leaders of the herd. Most of the time the males go off on their own. Of course, they come to the females when it's time to, create more baby elephants. So the one thing that was really interesting that I found out was the elder or older females watch out for all of the herd. So you've got the one female that's probably the alpha. And the thing that just, moved me was that when an elephant in their herd is dying or have died, they circle around the animal, the elephant, and they don't leave. And oftentimes they usually wait for the elephant to die. And in the meantime, they raise their trunks while remaining standing in position. So they'll stand still, raise their trunks. And then sometimes they will caress the body with their trunk, throwing dirt, leaves, or branches on the remains. And that just kind of made me start crying. And they stay with the body until it decays. And I was like, wow. I'm not sure I know of any other creature in nature that does that. You'll have to let me know in the comments below. but that's the thing that just got me because, you know, I've always liked elephants. So, some of you guys know that females are social with each other and usually show a lot of empathy. So, I wrote the word empathy and social. They have a great sense of cooperation with each other, and they fellowship with each other. Obviously, that's why they hang out in herds, and they're great protectors. So, and obviously they always live near a source of water for bathing, and they use it for mud, and the mud usually protects their skin from sun and insect bites. They do migrate and they don't stay in the same spot, so that's kind of cool, and that's kind of obvious, especially if the water source dries up. And that's kind of the top 5 facts that I learned about elephants. And of course, maybe you guys have seen videos of elephants painting, and oh man, that's pretty cool. So this is my first ever journal that I made, like before I got into, well, as I was getting into junk journaling. And basically it's my son's Skyrim, I don't know, atlas thing. I don't know, it has all the things about the game, and I kept saying, do you want this book? He's like, no, I don't play the game anymore. So I kind of I'm turning it into like my collage book or my glue book or something like that. So this is going to be the first entry. Sorry for the long-winded explanation. I appreciate you guys being here and following my channel. I have some new subscribers. Hello, I'm so glad you're here, and thank you for joining me on this mojo card series. So I got some paint. I just picked some meadow green, eggshell, and periwinkle blue. My aunt gave me these paints a long time ago, and they're still really good. So I'm going to use that. I'm just probably going to decorate, do something really quick. Sometimes my videos can get kind of long, but this one I think is just going to be a quick little, just collage and play with some paint. And that's actually what I've been doing those last 3 weeks, is making a lot of bad art. Honestly, I've been having fun with it though. I've been playing with my paints, my watercolors, some of my acrylics, and just kind of just getting to know my paints again, because I haven't painted really seriously. I belong to a few groups on Facebook, which are really fun, and I highly recommend. One that I really enjoy, and we do like little trades with each other, is called Junk Journal Divas, and I will leave the links below. And then I belong to a couple other junk journal groups, but I can't think of their names, but 2 more that one's a pen pal. Well, I haven't found a pen pal to pen pal with yet, but that's okay. And another one, I can't remember the name of it, but it's pretty fun. And then I also found this really cool mixed media group. And I'm trying to think off the top of my head what the name of it's called, but they do, they have a YouTube channel, and they do lives, and so I'm doing a trade. It's a portrait trade, and I actually haven't drawn a portrait in years, and I did it on my iPad, because if you guys do digital art, then you know it's easy to erase and correct and manipulate your image. So if you're interested in seeing what I did with that, let me know in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to kind of show you that if you want. So I've been keeping busy with some artist trades and junk journaling trades, and making some more just junk journaling, playing with cardboard, texture, that sort of thing. So guys, with this, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm talking and I'm just painting. So I guess you would call that intuitive painting, and we're just gonna go with it. So what have you guys been up to? Have you guys done anything challenging? Sorry, grab my cloth. Yeah, I would love to know what you guys are learning, something new. Are you being adventurous? I would say, are you guys making bad art? And that's really not nice to say. I say that in you know, a little bit of humor, because my philosophy is sometimes you have to make a lot of bad art to be good. And it's a good thing I do not share all that on my channel. But, so what do I want to do? I love this periwinkle. Forgot about this color and this green together. So maybe we'll try to continue the clouds or something. Not think about it too much, because I do want to put down my attributes of the elephant down here on the collage paper. Or the collage paper, what am I talking about? My little book here. And I'm sure you guys will probably hear the puppies snoring. I'm sorry. I think I only have one slightly snoring in the background. Okay, I'm going to use some more eggshell. And you know what? I'm going to use a different paintbrush. I'm going to use a flat brush. Wasn't planning on actually painting on the picture, but I thought, you know, why not? Why not bring that into the collage paint thing, you know? You know, like I know technically there's no rules in art, but some rules you kind of want to follow for a good composition. And so I watched this really lovely lady from, where is she from? Holland? No, is she from Seven Plaza? I'll link her videos also. She's Dutch. She's Dutch. And she did this wonderful video on collage. And of course, you know, I thought to myself, my ego speaking, of course, oh my gosh, I've been doing collage for years, you know, what am I gonna learn? I'll tell you what, she's good. The collage process, yes, you can stick anything down and it can be very therapeutic and all, but there is kind of some rules to it to make your collage be successful. So one of the things they suggest, or oh darn, I don't know her name though, was to, if you're putting your focal point, it needs to touch all your other elements in your picture. Which I was like, yeah, that is so true. That makes sense now that you said it. But little things like that. Some of it may be common sense to you guys, but for me, it was like the light bulb moment came on and I was like, oh yeah, that makes way more sense. And you really do get a better result. Anyway, guys, who are your favorite creators that you're watching on YouTube, or maybe have always followed, maybe some old masters or more recent modern people? I always like to learn about other artists and see what they do and get inspired and that kind of thing. Okay, I don't know, I'm kind of liking that, just like that, kind of framing up the photograph. I guess I could, just for fun, maybe we'll just mix these two colors and see what result we get. I guess, well, yeah, it's kind of a gray. You can bring that down here and give it some depth. Is it in frame? Nope, sorry guys. There we go. Another trick I learned, I don't know, I went to well, I don't know, it's not necessarily art school. I was accepted to art school, but I didn't go. But when I took art classes, like I took a lot of art classes in college, either I wasn't paying attention or just had my own ideas, but another trick or advice tip when you're painting is to mix two colors together and bring them into your painting so it's kind of cohesive. Does that make sense? I feel like, I guess back in my day we didn't have YouTube and I think barely had the internet then. But man, the information out there for you guys to learn is a lot of good information out there. Better than any art school, I would say, or college class. So I love that part about technology and social media the best. Sorry, I'm just kind of... And there they go. Off they go to the snoring races. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to probably let that dry and then come back. And we're going to add, I have a sentiment. And then we'll place these down. So I'll be back with you when it's dry, guys. Okay, lovelies, I'm back and it's dry. So real quick before I forget, and this helps me remind me to put this down in the description below, the face group books that I was talking about is Junk Journal Divas. They are a lovely bunch of gals, and if you want to do like art trades and stuff, like little tag trades and stuff, it's fun. Then there's the Junk Journal Penpals group, which I have yet to find a pen pal, but I'm still gonna, check it out. And then the other one that I really enjoy is Makers of Mixed Media Art Artists. And boy, it's a bunch of talented people in that group. I highly recommend checking them out. They do have a YouTube channel. It's called PM Artist Studio, and it's a mother-daughter team, and they're a hoot, and it's fun. The other gal that I was talking about was Seven Plaza, and I really enjoy her channel. And she does this how-to collage video, so if you're interested in some techniques that, maybe you've never thought about, or anyway, it's really, really good. But most of all, I want to give a shout out to Sasibo. Yay! And I'm so glad I met her, and I'm doing this mojo challenge. It really, really is challenging me and has got me going and thinking and broadening my artistic ideas. And I've just really been doing a lot of arting because of it. So please go check out Sasibo. I love her channel. Her name is Dragna, and she is so fun to watch. She is very calming, and I don't know, it's just, go check out her channel if you haven't already. She's got a lot on her channel, probably something for everyone. So yes, anyway, so now I'm gonna glue the attributes, and I can relate, and I feel like I do have these attributes for myself. So cooperation, I feel like I am a cooperative person. I think we all love being in groups that are cooperative. But it's just kind of neat to think about or see or know of an animal that, they work in cooperation with each other. So we'll put that one there. And this is baking paper, and I use it to tea dye my papers on to dry, and then I just use the tea dyed papers in my collaging or junk journaling, if you're wondering. Protection, I love this, of course. If you're a mother, or even if you aren't a mother but have a niece, nephew, or even a friend, I mean, I think, the protection aspect is really, really strong, especially around children. Even your own loved ones, parents, like it could be for anybody. I'm not just saying just for children, but yeah. I was going to pick a mama and her baby elephant as the focal point, but man, I don't know. I just really loved this grouping of the animals, so which will explain why I picked the quote. I kind of picked my quote before I picked the picture, but I still think it fits. So the next attribute characteristics of elephants that I totally relate to is empathy. I am sorry guys, didn't mean to bump the camera. I feel that is one of my strong attributes to a fault. Some people may think of it as a weakness, but I don't think of it as a weakness. I can put myself most of the time in people's shoes. Even if I've never been in their situation, I try to put myself there and really have that tenderness towards them if they've been through a really hard time. Social, yes, I am social, but I don't know, I've become quite the hermit as I've gotten older, but I don't mind being social either, but I really love my alone time, so I'm kind of both. We'll put social here. And the last one is fellowship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that wouldn't be. Didn't think about this. I want to put it here, but I have my sentiment. Well, I wanted to put my the sentiment is, I have called you by your name and you are mine. So I saw this quote underneath a giraffe, a mama giraffe and a baby giraffe picture, and I wrote the quote down. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that for my mojo card because it just really tugged at my heart with the mama looking down at her baby. So yeah, but then I thought, well, you know, they're in a group, they're in a social situation, protecting each other, cooperation, empathy, and fellowship. So I feel like the picture resonated more with these attributes. So I think I'm going to keep that there. And what I did is, this is just a piece of canvas and I tried to print on the back one of my, well, the burning bush, but I try not to throw anything away, so I just used the back of it and wrote this quote. And it's in Isaiah 43 verse 1 if you're interested where the quote comes from. But yeah, fellowship. I do enjoy some good fellowship with people, like-minded individuals, artists. That's always a fun time. I don't know where to put it. I guess we'll just put it there. So those are the attributes that I really appreciate about the elephant. I'm sure you guys can probably relate to that. I'm sure. I'd love to know what your favorite or the animal that you're curious or drawn to. That would be fun. If you want to share that in the comments below, I would love that. Hopefully that doesn't. So if I turn. Okay. I think it needs to come up. Okay, there. Now, that's glued down. Should I? Feel like I need to do something here. I don't know what. You know what I should have done is I should have inked my edges. I didn't think about that. Oh well. Could be done. What do you guys think? I guess I could always come back to it, but I think I'm going to leave it for there, guys. What do you think? I'll bring you up closer so that you can see. I know it's wrinkly, the little words. Didn't think about that, but oh well. I imagine when it dries, it's gonna turn out. And now my words are smearing. Okay, I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it and leaving it. Let's draw another card, guys. I know this is short and sweet, but that's kind of good sometimes. basket. I'm ready to pick another card. Let's get them shuffled. Dragona shuffles these so much better than me. I think her cards are a little more on stiffer card stock. But it doesn't matter. I feel so clumsy. All right. Let's just... Okay, let's do it one more time. Maybe we'll try it this way. There we go. All right. Cut the deck. And this is it, guys. Let's see. What is it? Ooh. The creative adult is the child who survived. Ursula K. Le Guin, or Guin? Think about your childhood for a moment. What was your favorite creative activity back then? Perhaps today is the day to make something that is inspired by your childhood activity to honor your inner child. Oh, wow. That's going to be a hard one, man. I spent a lot of time on my own. I was pretty much an only child until my brother was born when I was 12. And then I felt like I was just his little mama anyway. But yeah, man, that's going to be kind of a tough one, guys, because I did a lot of creative stuff as a kid. So stay tuned if you want to see what I come up with next. Guys, I really appreciate you watching my channel and supporting me. You know, just a like and a comment would mean the world to me. And thank you very much, guys. I will see you on the next episode of Creative Mojo Challenge. Bye, guys. Love you.